Okay, so in today's video, we're going to take a look at some of the panel work for the 37 Ford Hotrod that we did, and also have a little bit more of a chat about this gun. So it's been a couple of weeks now since I posted the first video on this Hotrod. I've been a bit busy, work, family, etc. But I just thought I'd touch back, make the second half of this Hotrod video, and also I had a good chance for a good 10 days to use this spray gun flat out for clear, and give a good test drive. So I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit more of my thoughts on the gun, I suppose. So this was only the third time using this gun in this video. Gotta be honest, it probably took me a time or two to get the hang of it, because it's very different to what I'm used to. Did I have any faults with it? Could I pick any quarrels with it? Gotta be honest, I couldn't. Still very much want to get one of these on my rack for some of the show car work that we do, and some like the ultra sort of the more flatter clear work that we do. Like, to be honest with you, if you're doing, I don't know, say like a BMW that's got quite a heavy thick orange peel, like this isn't the gun for you. If you're doing a lot of work like we do, where you're doing a lot of custom stuff, a lot of show car paints and stuff like that, then yes, 110% this would be for you. Is it for everybody? No. And that's my honest opinion on it. Now, for us, we do a lot of like show car paint. We've currently probably got maybe four show car repaints in at the moment, and at least 3-4 others booked in for later in the year. And with this, I'm using the new KAPCI 6050 UHS Clear. Again, really nice clear coat. This gun sprays it extremely well. Flats polishes extremely well as well. So again, like the two for me made an ideal team on this car, as far as like doing show car paint for it. I did do a few sort of standard car jobs in it with this gun. I've got to be honest, I found that with one or two it was a little bit too I was almost going to get it on a little bit too flat, so what I had to do was back the pressure off a little bit to make it land a little bit more chunky, because like I said in the first video, this has got really fine atomization on this spray gun, which when you're doing work such as this is brilliant, because the flatter it is, like our flatting process for one of these would be a 1500 dry disc, a 2000 foam pad, and then a 3000 foam pad, and then cut it up. So the flatter this is already, the less time I'll be going over it with a 1500, which means the less time I'll be going over it 2000 and a 3000. So it just speeds the whole process up. Something like the bonnet, once it flowed out, it was really nice and flat. For some reason the bonnet ended up with quite a few nibs in it. But again, because the main majority of the bonnet was really flat, it was literally like a quick once over with the 1500 just to get rid of the nibs. It wasn't like majorly going to town on it. So it made the whole process a lot quicker and easier. So I was saving quite a lot of, sanding discs and materials on the polishing side, as well as, like, I've always thought Satas feel a bit sort of heavy on the material usage. I don't feel like this feels heavy on the material usage at all, because it atomizes really well, and it atomizes something like this UHS really well. I was finding that like my first layer thickness doesn't have to be as thick. It was laying down a finer, wetter coat, as it described that it does. My fluid turns were only about 1.5 turns for this, and then I think for maybe 2 turns, and no, 1.5. I think it's about 1.5 turns out in the fluid. Full fan, 2 bar of pressure. Now, for the latter coats, I only increased it up to 2, because 1.5 was laying a really nice, even, wet, closed coat. So I didn't feel like for the next coat I needed to open it up as much. Like, I don't need some horrendously thick build of clear there to get it flat. You know, the finer this is laying it with a lighter coat, the better. You know, you're talking less material usage, better curing times, better drying times. This 6050 has no issues with as far as polishing goes anyway. It takes a few seconds to flow out, but once it's flowed out, it's lovely stuff. So that's one thing to bear in mind if you do try and use this KAPCI 6050. Just give it, you know, maybe 20-30 seconds to flow before you start sort of judging your finish, and you get used to it. I also found with this gun that it really does like a nice tight overlap if you want to get that really nice wet finish on it. So the tighter the overlap I was finding, the better the finish. But again, I wasn't overloading the panel. Not at one stage with this was I worried about getting any runs in a panel or any sags on edges or anything. I found that it's got a real nice wet edge to the fan at the top and the bottom as well. So some have quite an extended feathered edge. I didn't find that this had that. Just overall, it screams Sata. And this new CC CLEARCOAT setup that they've put in this. Again, I've had a few guys comment that they've got this CC set up in the phaser. It is not the same nozzle as the phaser. It is a different sort of all new CC setup that they brought out. Again, something that I will definitely be adding to my collection. So yeah, overall I can't knock it. We put 2 coats of the 6050 on this, polished it up, and it was like glass. This bonnet, once polished, was like an absolute mirror, and you'll see some pictures of the car at the end. One thing that you cannot fault on this car is the finish of it. The laydown, I didn't use as much clear as I thought on this car with the spray gun, got to be honest. When I thought I was using a Sata, I thought I'm going to be using quite a bit of clear. Didn't use as much as I thought. Also, you couple up a Sata with the RPS system that we're already on, so their cup system, it's really nice, no faults whatsoever. So video wise, I know I said I'm going to try and get more regular uploads. I've been doing a lot of editing this weekend. I know it's like 20 days since I posted the last video on this, but I've just had a few things going on, you know, family wise, like I said, so you just have to bear with me. I'm ahead a bit on editing, so I'm going to start, and I've also been filming a few jobs as like time-lapse paints recently that I don't want to make into full videos, or just haven't got time to make full videos of at the moment. So every now and again you might also get a time-lapse paint work video that gets dropped in, just because I don't have the time to do like a full edit on one, then I might drop some time-lapse in as well. But once I've finished this video, I'm still working on the last of the TVR videos. I think we're probably going to have a video on a GTO coming up next. I'll probably start that next Friday or next Sunday, depending on how I get on. And also, as far as some of the videos go at the moment, because I am so busy and I've got so much to do, like family wise and work wise and everything at the moment, I might not always be there for the live videos at the moment. So I'd say just keep an eye out on the channel, hit the notification bell to be notified of when there's no new upload, and I will try and schedule the uploads so that you know they're coming up if I can. But as far as me being able to be there on live chat at the moment, it may or may not be possible. It just depends what I've got on at the time. But we will have plenty of new content coming up. I'm going to get back to a regularly uploading once a week, whether it's just like a 10-minute time lapse of a repaint, or whether it be, you know, a fully edited voiced over video like this. I will try and get some regular content back up for you guys, so you guys can, you know, tickle your fancy with a little bit of paintwork videos. I've got a few review videos to shoot as well, which once I've got a few more jobs, I'll start to try and get a few of them filmed. Also starting up a little bit of a tester for a little bit of a second channel for something that I'm doing in the evenings at the moment, just to earn a few extra pennies. So I might drop a link in for that soon as well. But that's something that I'm not actually editing for. I've got an editor and everything to do that for me because I just don't have time. I don't have time to edit for this channel. So at the moment, sometimes, so I'm not gonna have time to edit for that second channel. But it's completely different. It's nothing to do with car body repair and paint work. But I may drop a link or a community post or something about that soon. So if any of you guys are interested, then you can pop over and take a bit of a butcher's at that. So yeah, last couple of weeks things have been mental at the shop. We've got a lot on, we've got a lot to get caught back up with, but we will be back rocking and rolling very soon for you guys. So I'm going to leave this one here as a short video, I'm afraid, just because there's not really a lot I can say in this second video. At the end of the video there is some shots of the car all built up out in the sun, so you guys can take a little bit of a look at that, and I will see you again soon when I manage to get the next upload up. So that's it for me for now, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. The tides are changing. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution.